Welcome back to another episode of Talk 2C. So this is probably the most important video I've ever done because I'm gonna be talking about something that I've been hyping up for several weeks. Brings me to my third point, and perhaps the most important, which is automation. But more importantly, I will be doing a full automation video in 2 weeks. So yes, today I'm gonna be talking about automation. First, I'm gonna be covering the flow of money that you should have between your paycheck and your different bank accounts. And second, and more importantly, I will be giving you a step-by-step detailed explanation about how to make that automatic. That way, you just have to spend some time setting it up once in your lifetime, and from then on, just have it work for yourself. I've been saying that automation is the key for personal finance. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here's what our normal cash flow will look like. You have your job, which is where you make the majority of your money, and that gets paid to you through your paycheck. That paycheck will be deposited into your checking account. You have to think of your checking account like the inbox in your mailbox. It's where everything comes in before you sort it out and you put it in the respective place. Now, the money coming out of your checkings account, I'm gonna show it with these little red arrows. These are the money they're gonna be spending or investing. Now, most of the people are gonna have their investing in their 401k automated to come out straight from their paycheck. So that's money that you will never see. And then people would use the money that they have left in their checkings to spend money on their expenses, credit cards, rent, or anything else that you spend your money on. Most of the people in the United States will stop here and have nothing else set up to work in their favor. But if you do the additional steps, that's where you're gonna make a difference. What you should also have is some money to be put aside into your savings account, which I think it's best to have at a different bank and at a different place than your checkings. And then also, and even more importantly, some money to be transferred into your IRA and then invested in your IRA. That can be Roth, like most of the people watching this video, or even traditional. And then if you can do a little more, you're gonna have a brokerage account where you can have investing that is not for retirement. The key here, what will make a difference, is having these steps automated. That way, everything can work for your favor and you don't have to move a finger. And that's what I'm gonna teach you in the next part. So like I said before, your 401k is usually taken out of your paycheck even before you receive it in your checkings account. So that should be automated already. However, the savings and the investing in your IRA, that's something that you have to set up. So today I will be teaching you how to do that. Now I will be using Capital One and Fidelity because those are two that you can open yourself very easily and they're also very easy to access, and I know they work. So if you have those two, this will give you a step-by-step. Let's get to it. So to create a transfer, you first have to create the connection, and that's gonna be both in Capital One and Fidelity. You have to add your checkings account information to both of them, so then you can pull money automatically. So to do that in Capital One, you're gonna first log in, and once you get to your main page, you're gonna click the drop-down next to your icon and do Account Feature Settings. So here you're gonna have your accounts of Capital One and your external account. As you can see, I already have mine added, but you can just click Add External Account, transfer money between bank accounts because it's not a credit card. It's gonna ask you for a PIN to send to your cell phone, that way they can check it. And then here you just have to add your routing and your account number, which you can find in a check or just by logging into your checkings account, it will give it to you very easily. So once you finish adding it, I don't have to add mine because I already did. You're gonna see your account listed in your external accounts. So you already have the connection, now you have to create the automatic transfer. So go back to the main page, select one of the bank accounts, and click on Automatic Savings. So what you wanna do is you wanna create a savings rule. So depending on how much you want to save, I'm just gonna do $10 because I already have mine set up. Then you're gonna click the frequency. I do it once a month, so monthly. And it's best to just do it on the first of the month. So you just click on the first of the month of next month. So in this case, November. So So then you're gonna do review, and then you have to select where it's coming out of and where it's coming into. So it's coming out of your external account, which is probably already listed there, and then you select the account that you wanna deposit it into. So then you do confirm savings rule, and that's it. Once you exit it, it will have it listed for you right there. And bam, that's all it takes for Capital One. Now let's go to Fidelity. So Fidelity is a little more complicated, but don't worry, stick with me. So once you're in the Fidelity main page, you wanna go to Accounts and Trade, and then click on Transfers. So like I said, first you have to create a connection with your checkings account. So you wanna do Manage Bank Accounts, and then on the top right, you're gonna do Link a new bank or recipient. EFT is probably the best way to do it, and you're probably myself because you're transferring from your own bank account. Click continue. It's gonna ask you for a code, blah, blah, blah. And then from here, it's even easier because Fidelity allows you to either put your account and routing information or just enter your bank information and it will link it directly. You should be able to do this by yourself once you get to this step. So once you have that set up, you wanna go back to the Fidelity main page, and you're gonna do, once again, Accounts and Transfers, and then Transfers. Then you're gonna click on Manage Recurring Transfers. You should have no recurring transactions going on, so that's what we're gonna add. And then what we want to do is that we want to set up on automatic investing. So this will basically grab the money from your checkings account, put it into your investing account, and then invest it automatically from there. So you basically don't have to move a finger. So you click on Set up Automatic Investing. So it's gonna ask you, where do you want to invest it in? That's gonna be either your Roth IRA, your traditional IRA, or even your brokerage account. And then they're gonna ask you, where do you want to get the money from? In our case, it's gonna be your external bank. So the second option, then press continue. So here at the top left, you should have your bank account where you're pulling the money from. If you want to add a bank, you could do it through there as well, but you probably already did it like I taught you. And then you wanna transfer it to mutual funds that you own. Now I have to give you a caveat. You're not gonna be able to do this the first time because the only way you can set up a recurring investment is if you already own the investments that you want to put the money into. So what does that mean? For the first month, you have to put money into the account, and then once you're live, buy the funds yourself to have it in the account. And then once you have it in the account, you can set up the automatic investing. So I'm gonna be able to do it right now because I've already purchased the mutual funds in the past. But if you haven't done it, just set up a reminder, do it for the first month, and then do what I'm about to teach you. So once again, this is just an example, but let's say that I want to invest in the Fidelity 500 index fund. These are the funds that I own, by the way, which I explained in this video. And then whatever amount of money that you want to put in every single month, probably around $500. I already have it set up. So let's just do $10. So that's good. And then once again, I will do it on the first of the month. And you want to do it on a monthly basis, and you want to have no stop date. Then here's a disclaimer that doesn't apply to you if you have an external account. It just says that you have to make sure that you have money where they're pulling it from. Then you do next. You agree, if you agree. So you check from your account to the fund that you want to invest it in. And that's it. You literally set it up. You have it all set it up. It's perfect. So if you want to make sure, go back to the main page, Accounts and Trade, and do Transfers, and click on Manage Recurring Transfers again. And there you're gonna see the deposit. So you're gonna see the taking it out of your external bank account, bringing the money in. And then also you're gonna see the investing into what you selected that you wanted to invest it on. Once you set it up, once you have this automated, you never have to worry about it again. Let me remind you about my friend Mickey that I talked about in a few videos ago. how he's the perfect example of someone that hates personal finance, but by just setting this up the way that I teach you guys today, he was able to save thousands of dollars. This is the type of thing that will make you a lot of money in the long term because they require you no effort, nothing to do, just automation that works for yourself. So yeah, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe because we do amazing videos like this every single Wednesday. See you next time. Peace. Sorry for my voice, by the way. I'm a little sick.